Hello, Klaus here from JPro Studio, and finally we have a new video out. It's been taking some time to rebrand, you know. We changed name from JoomlaPro to JPro Studio maybe 7 months ago, 6 months ago, and it's just been a lot of, you know, changing the logo here and there. And this green screen studio that I have here, everything is automated with like an intro and outro, and you know, there's a lot of work to kind of fix that up, but now finally it's done. So I have this matching background, and this video today is about a new plugin that we have, and it's called Automatic TOC, so table of content. And you find it here, and I'm gonna demonstrate how it works quickly now here. So let's jump into YOOtheme and we take a look. So I've prepared an empty page here, and let's go to Builder. So we just have nothing here, just a plain simple section. I'm gonna do yeah, I think I'm going to do like this, third, and I'm gonna do order first on always, actually. It's a bit strange, but the reason is that I want, yeah, I will come into that later, I think. But you want the content to be above when search indexes websites and so on. You don't want, you know, the table of content to be the first thing they find. You want it to be, you know, the actual content. So that's why I did that. So, and I've prepared here, I've asked AI to just write a little story. So we have H1 here in the top. And we got a H2, and then we have some text, and we have several H2 here. So really just as simple as it gets. And now we can add the automatic TOC, TOC. So now we see directly that it's preset to H2. So if I put H1, well, it's automatically gonna find the H1. And if I put H2, you can do that. If you want, you can put other things here. You can also add a custom class if you want to have control exactly what it should index like this. Then you can use a custom class and write whatever you want. And then, you know, you have the normal, you can style this as you like. Let's do some small padding. You also have a little title. Let's see here, it comes here. And you can use language constant in here, but table of content. Now it's a big one. We don't want it as to be, we can do it as a div actually, so we don't mess up. And then we can have a heading 4, maybe even heading 3 will look fine. There we go. And now you can see it scrolls like this, but as you saw, it disappears. And you have the icon, so you can change the icon. So let's change this to this arrow instead. And we got that there. And let's make it a little bit, let's make it 1.0 instead. There we go. So now we have a little bigger. But as you can see, it kind of disappears when you go down there. So what we've done is that we have added a feature for Scroll Spy. And let's see, it's there. Keep the div at the top while scrolling. So when you get down here now, it's gonna get stuck, which makes it very nice to use like this. You know, you can just, and we also added an offset. So many times you might want to have, you know, like 50 pixels offset there, or maybe even 100 pixels, you know, so that it gets below the logo and the menu bar and so on. So rather simple, you know. And then you have more things here. You can change custom This means you can set up exactly how the links and everything work. Active color link, you know, you can do specific color, you know. You can center, you can show dividers between the links. Yeah, you have different text styles, default, active link, bold, or something else. Active link size, so you can even make the link larger or the text larger if you want that. Underline to make sure that you see that. Yeah, you see here, you can really set it up to look as you want. And of course, you have a few elements that you can do. I mean, you can wrap this around corners or something like that, and you could, you know, get down with the element. You can get down to the list, to the link, and modify that if you need, you know. So you can really style that in whatever way you want. Really, I think that was all about this one. I'm going to save this now as there. So now we have a demo of that. And the reason is for this is that it looks like it's on top here, which is nice, you know. But if Google, but also the Joomla search and such things, you know, you don't want them to index this, you know, you want them to start index this. And by doing that setting that I did here to have the text actually be before the table of content in code, you achieve that, you know. So that's just a small little tip for that. Other than that, we have some exciting stuff coming up. You know, we have actually created a new thing. We're gonna get more. I'm working on the demo and so on, but we have Hika Shop coming. So Hika HS UI Kit, which stands for Hika Shop UI Kit Core. And we're going to release a few core functions now for some stuff. And what is this? Yeah, that means that it doesn't include all the elements that we have in PC UI Kit and VM UI Kit and those larger things. And it doesn't have the one-page checkout, but it has all of the dynamic content and the custom sources. So you can hook up Hika Shop. And this will be available for WordPress too, which is kind of cool. Hika Shop, you know, works for Joomla and WordPress since the latest update, you know. It's still a bit fiddly to get installed. I'm sure that's going to be easier. But the idea is that our HS UI kit is also going to support the WordPress one. So you can actually have the same kind of custom source in WordPress website and Joomla websites, which is a great thing for that. But more information on it. We're working on the demo. We have no screenshots yet, but it's available. If you're interested in trying it out, you can buy this and you can test. You know, we are, you know, still working on some of the marketing around it and documentations and so on. But if you have a Hika Shop and you really want to test this out, you know, it's available to download right away, you know. So I think that was it. And let's see now if the nice new JPro Studio branding is working and that we get that outro. Let's see. Goodbye.